Holy smokes, 500 subscribers. I have to admit, this was pretty hard to picture. This is still just kind of my favorite hobby. I don't know how big I'll get, but I appreciate each and every single one of you. And since for 100 subscribers, I counted down my top 100 movies, I thought for 500 I would count down my top 100 video games of all time. Guess there's not much to get out of the way, let's get going. If Pokemon died permanently and then candy flew out. Can't say I'm against the bimbofication of Mortal Kombat ninjas. Bill and Hillary Clinton are playable in this, I'm providing no further context. If Mario stepped on biblically accurate angels instead of Koopas. I'll never forget generating monsters with my Shrek 2 DVD. Identical to most other puzzle games, but those don't make Krabby sound effects. I'm not sure a Western licensed game has ever been so faithful to its IP to the point of crudeness, and that is a compliment. Had a hard time understanding King Crimson? What if you had to control him in a fighting game? This is that meatpacking plant Roosevelt wrote about. A world shaker for Pokemon fans as a kid who wanted to see every follicle of Nidoking in 3D. Genuinely a genius premise for a platformer that I'm glad is too esoteric to be ripped off. I'm not a big VR guy, but John Wick Simulator kinda rules. This game could heal the migraine of a small puppy, I genuinely believe. I believe in floor dashing supremacy. I just appreciate the effort of lighting a game to look like a filthy arcade screen. This game has some bullshit, but boy does it do its right things right. I wish my mayor was a former pro wrestler who regularly goes out to beat up thugs. A tale of Spawn and Link eternally retold. Let's peek at those memory cards. You've been playing Honey Pop, haven't you? Still having weird feelings about Courtney Gears all these years later. If fatalities were directed by Edgar Wright, return Monk to this net! Weird and short, but you wouldn't believe how influential to beat-em-ups the throw out a fucking elbow button is. John Carpenter's Metroidvania, a significant step up from Cowboy Gaiden. I miss when there were characters in Mario Sports who were just, like, guys. Get over here, Hermes, you little fuck! Loki did for the PS2 what Mario 64 did a few years prior, before Guns era. Lights, curtain, hammer! Thank you for teaching me who Killer Moth is, game. The monitor's at the bowling alley when you get a strike. Alright, fine, I'll invite the American sports team. This was my sports shonen as a kid. I don't even feel like making a Sonic joke. They aren't hard to find. Go someplace else. How high can I place a game based almost entirely on its marketing? I wish raccoons were real. The precipice of bargain bin chic. Big respect for introducing Glocks to Mortal Kombat. What are we, too good for special weapons nowadays? Where can I find more documentaries about Nevada? Every fighting game should turn their protagonist into a zombie at least once. What do you mean I'm not just watching an episode of Dragon Ball? I love the distinct brand of clearly based on concept art before the actual show aired. Low-key, one of the most brilliant competitive premises of all time. The storytelling of the dog and the bear trap alone is something most films aspire to. Cosplay should be integrated into more Mario spin-offs. Only here can you tell your friend, dude, you missed the Jinjo, get that Jinjo! This game looks cute. Looks. Gee, Uncle Scrooge, your platforming game feel is tight as shit. Lightning in a bottle of go-go, baby. No other fans of Rat Kaiju, huh? Just me? The content to hours lost scale on this game is steep. Less talk about trees, more about bead, am I right? When you run in circles so much in a game, it's fun when you're a wispy, glidey vampire. La-di-da. Fuck competitive balance via traditional stages. I miss 3D fighting on 4 flights of stairs. Doomsday vs. Harley Quinn, let's go! No Street Fighter game looks as cool or interesting as this one. They should all be sexy vampires. My personal childhood road trip killer. The most advanced and nuanced game for babies of all time. The most effective birth control I ever played. Definitely flawed, but the atmosphere, soundtrack, and audacious ideas go so hard. The most tragically disappeared game sub-series maybe ever. The historical impact of Yoshi is peerless, you ingrates. What do you mean I beat this in an afternoon? It's 9 p.m. already? Mega Man is a perfect platformer formula, and this is the supreme distillation. You could base a whole-ass entire platformer within every single level's aesthetic of this game. There are a lot of Street Fighters that could make this list, but I just can't shake the sheer impact of the OG. Me beating the snot out of my nemesis outside of an Urban Outfitters. Badass, satisfying, and atmospheric platforming in space! My dinosaur beats your werewolf. Shut up, my dinosaur so beats your werewolf! They stopped bothering after this one because no one was going to top it. I don't blame them. Just because the new installment is called Tropical Freeze doesn't mean Nintendo needs to give it the cold shoulder. If Danny Ocean were a furry. Hope you like Killer Hat, demons! I can't describe the sensation of playing this as a little kid in the arcade and going ham as the kangaroo. 25th place onward in this list is the big dogs, starting with Law & Order, Pubescent Creature Division. It's got some jank, but I'm not sure there was ever such ambitious fan service for an anime ever. The guy you text and tell Mario Kart 64 not to worry about. Must gather juice! The first Twisted Metal to perfectly balance challenge and accessibility, and for the time being, the last Twisted Metal. This game was my Black Panther. I would play as Raiden in a stir-fried shopping simulator. Just give me more, damn it. A beat-em-up that is more addicting, humorous, and unapologetically itself, you will not find. Speedrunning this game was just part of my routine for a solid year when I was a kid. Well, it's Punch-Out time. Nom nom nom, more angels, please. My favorite multiplayer experience in a video game. Full stop. Pandemic Escape 2K20. The sweat my palms have produced over this game could reinvigorate the fucking Gulf. The kangaroo has a baby now? They should have just stopped with kart racers after this. I'm still chasing this high. Mega Man, Omega Red, and Cable are best friends if I want them to be. 10 out of 10 soundtrack, atmosphere, combat characters, and polygons. I feel like the advancements of weaving art and gameplay in this game could kill a pilgrim if you expose them to it. I don't think any action game has weaved narrative with progress and conveyance of advancement so well. Also, Guitar Weapon, Pokemon game that would end all conflict in the Middle East. Yes, I like this one best. Yes, this one, yes! Weird choice, I know, but I can't explain that my mom renting me this game in a hotel room at age 4 is what made me love video games for the first time. The best version of a game series I've maybe devoted the highest number of hours to. I am a fiend for mascot platformers, and this is my peak of the genre. Mortal Kombat is my favorite series, and this was the first game to be what I imagined every fill-in-the-gap vagueness to be in the oldest games. And that earns it a top spot. I love it so much. Hey, there you have it. Thanks so much for watching and for sticking around for 500 subscribers. I hope to make my videos even better and better for more and more of you. Catch you on the flip side for my next one. Have a good one.